Stop-motion animation is fast becoming one of the most popular forms of filmmaking worldwide. To be able to do your own animation is both satisfying and rewarding. What you'll need to start animating is very basic and simple. First, you'll need to choose a camera. There are many types of cameras to choose from. All of them are usable for stop motion as long as you have the proper software and video connection device. What we will be using for this tutorial is a cheap Logitech web camera purchased new at the local electronics store for $9. We will also need to use a computer and download a frame preview software. Depending on what kind of computer you use, a Mac or PC, will also determine which kind of software you would want to use. Here is a partial list to help you choose what kind of software will fit best for you. I will be using a Dell laptop with a trial version of StopMotion Pro, but you can use any kind of software you choose. After installing the software on the computer, you will need to connect the web camera to the computer and turn on the software. Next, you will need to secure the camera with either a stand of some sort, like a tripod, or you can simply tape it down on the table. This is to help eliminate any unstable movements while you're animating. Position your camera to your liking and then make sure the camera is in focus. If you don't have a manual focus on your camera, then you may be able to lock your focus with the software that it came with. Manual focus, however, is very desirable when selecting a web camera for stop motion. Next, you may want to add some light to your scene, and a simple desk lamp can help brighten up a dark environment and make your animation a little bit more dramatic. Now that we have everything hooked up, we will need to set up our session. The standards of video and film formats worldwide can really get confusing, so I wanted to give you a list of standard video and high definition sizes that you may want to work in. I will be working in 640 pixels by 480 pixels, which is the lowest quality for standard definition, but also less processor intensive on the computer. You will also need to choose a frame rate when setting up your session. Here is a list of frame rates commonly used for television and film, along with frame rates that animators use worldwide. For this tutorial, we will be using 12 frames per second. With our gear hooked up and our stage set, we are ready to animate. You'll see that we have chosen a bendable toy blockhead character from the Gumby TV series as our object of animation. He's placed in front of a camera and set in a pose. You should get in the habit of taking a number of frames of your scene before starting any movement of your characters. I've chosen to take 12 frames before moving my character. This is to ensure that you have enough leeway in the beginning to start your animation. Next, you will want to move your character or object in small increments between each shot. This means that if you want the character to move, you will need to move your character in any direction, left, right, up, or down, in many steps, left, right, up, or down. Imagine that you are moving in slow motion and that each step along the way you're entering into a key pose, and those poses are the points that you are taking a photograph of in each frame. Those frames added together will actually equal your animation. This is what you are essentially doing when you are animating. You are moving the object one frame at a time to give the illusion of life or movement to an object that would normally never move on its own. The beauty of frame preview software is that it allows you to see your work as you progress. This can make the learning process of all forms of animation a lot faster. Once you get the hang of the software and the process, you should feel free to play around and have fun with your animation. Export your animation and show the world what you've done. There are many forms of stop motion animation, and once you understand the basics, you should feel confident in trying out and experimenting in the other forms. Clay animation, puppet animation, object animation, pixelation, and cutout animation are all areas that should hopefully lead you to becoming a professional level animator or hobbyist wishing to achieve professional results with your art. If you'd like to see what's going on in the world of stop motion animation, please go to our website at StopMotion Magazine and feel free to download any of our issues or even all of our issues of Stop Motion Magazine. We hope you enjoyed this tutorial. please check out our other videos and keep animating.